Good morning, students. Now in our last class we have already discussed corrosion of metals, rusting of iron. So now today we will be discussing the ways or the methods by which rusting can be prevented. Now there are basically three categories by which the rusting can be prevented. First is by painting. Now there are several substances which can be painted over an iron piece or an iron article which can prevent rusting. Second is by greasing or oiling the iron pieces. Third is by the metallic coating, that means coating of metals. So let us first discuss the first way, that is by painting. Now the first category is by painting the iron piece with a red lead. Now red lead is actually not a lead metal but is lead oxide, which is commonly known as red lead because of its red color. It is chemically lead oxide and its chemical formula is Pb3O4 and also called as lead tetraoxide. So the iron articles are coated with red lead and which prevents the iron from rusting. The next is with the oil paint. Now this oil paint is basically done on the doors and windows and all, and if you have seen that before the oil paint a layer of red lead is also applied. If you have seen that sometimes when the paint starts falling off or removing or is cracked, at times you can see a layer of red substance, that is red lead. So red lead is basically applied to the heavy iron articles and oil paints are basically applied on the doors, windows, etc. Then coming to the enamel coating. Now enamel coating is basically done on the utensils or in the refrigerators. And enamel is a mixture of iron or steel, it can be any one substance, with the silicates. So it's a mixture of iron with silicates or steel with silicates. And a layer of enamel prevents the iron from rusting. You can have a look at the refrigerators or the utensils which are having a coating of enamel. Then the next is coal tar. Coal tar you must have seen also. And the layer of coal tar is black in color and is basically used in the lower parts of ships or boats. Okay, so basically it is used there to prevent them from rusting. Then the next is plastic coating. Now plastic coating is applied to various daily use articles like hangers or any other household stuff. And sometimes steel pipes also, they have a layer of plastic coatings. Nowadays we can find several substances which have a layer of plastic coating to prevent the iron from rusting. Now the second part is grease or oil. Now in industries especially, the machines are all made up of iron. So to prevent those machine parts from rusting, now we cannot paint them. So basically regular greasing and oiling is done. So this regular greasing and oiling not only prevent the machine parts from rusting, but it also lubricates them along with it so that they can run very smoothly. Then the third is metallic coating. Now in the metallic coating we basically form a layer of other metal over an iron. Now first is the galvanization. Now galvanization is a very important method. You will be studying it in higher classes as well. Now in galvanization, a layer of zinc, that is Zn, is applied over iron. And the most simplest method is by dipping it in molten zinc. Molten zinc is taken, iron piece is dipped in it, and when it is taken out, when this layer of molten zinc cools, it solidifies and forms a fine layer over the iron piece. So this layer of zinc prevents the iron from rusting. And an amazing part is that when this iron piece gets scratched at any place and that fine layer of zinc is removed, even then iron will not start rusting at that particular place. Now I want you to find out the reason first and then we will discuss the reason in detail in our next class. So find out more about galvanization. Basically again I am telling you, galvanization is a layer of zinc formed over an iron article and the main method used is by dipping it in molten zinc. Then next is tin plating. Now tin plating is very much similar to galvanization. In galvanization we were forming a layer of zinc and in tin plating we forms a layer of tin. Again, the method is same, that the iron piece is dipped in molten tin. It is taken out. When it is cooled, a fine layer of solid tin is formed over the iron article. Again, the tin prevents the iron from rusting. Then third is aluminium painting. In aluminium painting, a layer of aluminium is formed over the iron particle. If you remember the corrosion of metals in a previous class, we have discussed that when aluminium is exposed to air, it forms a layer of aluminium oxide. And aluminium oxide forms a protective coating around the substance. So the same thing happens over here, that when iron is coated with aluminium, aluminium which is exposed to air forms a protective layer of aluminium oxide and prevents the entire substance from rusting or corrosion. Then the next is alloy formation. Alloy formation is a very common thing to you. You must have studied earlier as well. That alloy is a mixture of metals and sometimes small amount of non-metals are also mixed in it. In a molten state, the metals are mixed together and then they are solidified and we get a solid homogeneous mixture. And the biggest example of alloy formation in case of prevention from rusting is the stainless steel. Stainless steel is such a common product that in our house several items are there which are made of stainless steel. Even the utensils are made of stainless steel, and we see that when we are using them on a daily purposes, they are not undergoing rusting. They do not rust. The products which are made of stainless steel do not rust. And stainless steel is a mixture of iron along with nickel, chromium and carbon. Then the last is electroplating. Now in electroplating, an iron is electroplated. A layer of another metal is formed over it. It can be copper, it can be silver, it can be gold. It depends on the type of metal we want to electroplate. So again revising you that the three major methods by which we can prevent iron from rusting is by painting. In painting, it can be red lead. Red lead, remember, is not a lead metal, it is lead oxide, that is lead tetroxide, Pb3O4. It is basically used for coating heavier iron particles. Then next is oil paint. It is used for coating windows, doors, etc. Third is enamel coating. Enamel is a mixture of iron and steel with silicates. It is basically used to form a layer on refrigerators or utensils, etc. Then the next is coal tar. Coal tar is basically used for the lower parts of ships. Then the next is plastic coating. Plastic coating is used for steel pipes or for daily various articles, household articles which are used at home like hangers and all. Then the next is grease oil. It is basically used for machine parts. Then metallic coating. In metallic coating, the first is galvanization, in which a layer of zinc is formed. Tin plating, in which a layer of molten tin is formed. Aluminium painting, in which we form a layer of aluminium. Then alloy formation. Alloy formation is mixing of two or more than two metals to make them strong and to improve their properties. The biggest example is stainless steel. When we form an alloy of iron with nickel, chromium, carbon, then its quality improves, it does not undergo rusting and it becomes more strong. Then the last is electroplating. In the electroplating, we form a layer of another metal like copper, silver, gold can be electroplated over another over iron metal, and sometimes it is used for decoration purposes and sometimes it is used for protecting or increasing the durability of a substance. Even the cooking utensils are also electroplated at times.